Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. So what's going on with Batman injecting himself with that serum near the end of the movie when he's on the floor? He injects it in himself, then he's up, he's rageful, he's angry. A lot of people are saying this is the serum venom that actually creates Bane. So if it is venom, for argument's sake, let's say it is venom, is this just a temporary thing now that he injected himself with it and he's fine now? No, I've got a little theory here and you're going to want to hear it. And I think I've mentioned it on my lives before as well. I have a theory that him injecting himself with venom means that he himself could become Bane. You know, he could become this Jekyll and Hyde character that suddenly becomes Bane and then it wears off and he becomes himself again. Now, I'm not saying this is a fact and this is going to happen, but it'd be a very interesting thing to do and a very challenging thing to do for Robert Pattinson as an actor, because if you get him to inject this stuff, surely we're not saying, you know, he injects himself and it's just temporary, right? Considering if you injected someone and they became Bane, it would be permanent, right? But maybe Batman hasn't injected enough inside him to make that kind of a difference purposely, but maybe now and again he becomes rageful and angry. There's two scenarios here. Either, because Bane's going to be very strong, so this is an interesting thing to have Batman do. So either my first theory, that is, he becomes Bane, which is rather unlikely, but it's an option. But probably the more likely thing is when he fights Bane, he's got a bit more strength now because he's injected venom inside him. This could be a way to have him be able to have the strength to go up against Bane. But I think there'll probably be consequences. But there's a third thing. Maybe it has worn off. I think maybe in the sequel, if he does go up against Bane, that he keeps on using the serum to have enough strength to go up against Bane, and it's having negative consequences. He's having, you know, rage fits. He's getting angry. He's losing his temper with people in his life. They could go that direction. So it's one of those three things. I'd love to hear in the comments down below what you think could happen. Clearly, Venom is in Matt Reeves' The Batman universe. Clearly, we're getting Bane very soon. It's interesting, many people are not really talking about Bane in the sequel, but I think because we've seen Venom, we've seen Batman, and it's definitely Venom, inject the venom inside him. I think we're getting Venom very soon. Could we get a Venom prequel spin-off series on HBO Max? But I think those three theories, those pre-eventualities, could be one of the ways they handle it here. My favourite one is for Bruce Wayne Batman to keep on injecting it in him, which has consequences on his mental health, his temper, and makes him a very dangerous and erratic person to be around. I think this fits the kind of narrative that Matt Reeves likes, and I think this would be a really, really good way at going at Batman versus Bane, and I would be very excited to see this. What may happen is that Bane may not be the only villain in this story, so it'll be very, very interesting. Of course, I've got many theories. I've got a theory about Batman Arkham being the sequel. It cannot be everything, can it? But of course, you know, they could use that in a Batman Arkham movie as well. So yeah, many, many theories. There's so many things to unpackage now. I've only seen this film twice. I want to see it more. The cinema's not near me. Frustrating, but I definitely want to go and see it again next week. Fingers crossed for that. Then this is the type of film it is. The more you think about it, the more you see it, different ideas and different theories come to mind. So I think Venom will be a thing in the sequel. I think Bane is coming, but who will become Bane? Bane. Who will become Bane? That's anyone's guess, but they're definitely going in that direction, and that's a huge Bane Easter egg in the Batman movie. So let me know in the comments down below how you think they're going to go at bane. This has been Movies TV Mad. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. And I'll see you again in the next video very soon. Until then, goodbye, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. See you soon.